You're watching the Isaiah Factor Uncensored.
And welcome back to the second half of the Factor Uncensored. President Joe Biden made history the day he took oath of office. He was 78 years old at the time, making him the oldest president in U.S. history. His age is also at the center of a debate right now all across the country. And you don't like to say this because it sounds like ageism, but is he too old to run the country? Some people are asking that question. Let's get our discussion started tonight.
Todd, your thoughts about this? Is there a time where you should say, it's time for me to step down, or am I too old to continue in this office?
I think that that's an individual decision that he has to make. A lot of people pay attention to Biden's age, but Biden has been known for gaffes for years. I mean, when he ran for office, what was 2004, 2008 or whatever, when he ran with Obama, Obama would have to tap him on the side when he would say things off the cuff. So I don't blame this on necessarily age with Biden. I just think that this is who he is, and I think he talks off the cuff. And if you remember when Obama would give speeches, he would always hesitate. He was gathering his thoughts. I think that Biden might need to do that, but I think when all else fails, I don't think he'll be judged by gaffes. I think he'll be judged on inflation in the economy. If he can somehow get that in order, I think everybody will forget his age and forgive and forget. But that's what he needs to be focused on. We know what Biden does. We know who he is. So I'm not really surprised that he makes these gaffes.
Should it be, though, embarrassing for the White House and the party if he's called on a Congress member who is now dead?
Yeah, yes, but Isaiah, I will say this. I've had so many friends and colleagues that passed recently. Sometimes it slips my mind, and I don't recognize somebody as being gone till they're supposed to be at an event. And like, wow, where is so-and-so? So I've done that. I've just done it, and I haven't vocalized it, and I'm not the president of the United States. So these things happen. It's very embarrassing. They tried to walk it back, but like I said, it happens. You know, it happens to the best of us. It happens to me.
Eric, let's hear from you.
Well, I don't particularly like Joe Biden. I don't particularly like that he hired 87,000 new IRS agents to harass, small businesses. But I do say that, all this talk about him being too old to serve as president kind of is ageism. If you look at historically, the ages of world leaders, I think Queen Elizabeth II was one of the oldest. She was the fourth oldest in our history. She did a relatively decent job, died at age 96. We currently have a number of world leaders that are over the age 80. I know Paul Biya, the president of Cameroon, he is 89. He does a pretty decent job. And you have other world leaders that are, over 80. I don't think his age just in of itself at age 79 should be a disqualifier. I think just his incompetence as a leader should be a disqualifier.
All right, Dr. Ruth, your thoughts on this?
I do not think the president is I won't repeat that phrase. I won't repeat that word. That's something I tell people, don't repeat certain words. Yeah, I think we are getting into ageism. The gaffes are nothing new. That was, as a matter of fact, if you remember, when he decided to run for president, there was a story on the fact that he was going to have some gaffes. Having said that, these are pretty serious. And I also agree with Todd. I go and I look in my phone list sometime and I'm looking through and I go, oh, that person is no longer with us. And, I really do forget. Now, having said that, and looking at the video, the walk back was bad too. So I think we have a situation with a lot going on with a person who is the leader of the free world. So there's a lot on your mind, and he's 79 years old. I have gaffes as well. And if you take all mine and you put them together, you're going to get a different picture of me. And that might be the same for all of us. But I think he needs to be scripted. He needs to follow that script, and he needs better handlers, a better team, a stronger team of people around him. And let's get some discipline around this messaging.
All right, Frank, let's hear from you about this topic.
Well, I mean, there are gaffes and then there are gaffes. Okay, some of the gaffes that Joe made in the past, President Biden made in the past when he was on his game, were kind of misspeaks or strange kind of analogies, or when he was running with Obama, when he was talking about putting black people back in chains and all that kind of stuff. Those are kind of gaffes, but they're not gaffes like they are now. These are kind of like lapses in the brain. And look, I'm not knocking the guy. I personally said that when he was running, that I thought that it was age abuse, given his circumstance. Okay, I mean, all of us are getting older. Something's going to happen to all of us. But when you're running the free world, and that's the point two of your speakers already made, when you're running the free world, there ain't no excuses for gaffes, those kind of gaffes. There ain't no excuses for walking on the stage and not knowing where you are. It makes the country appear horrible. When I think bottom line, because I know you need me to shut up, I tell you that the bottom line is he ought to finish out his term. Democrats have other younger candidates. I'm not sure if I'll agree with them or won't agree with them. I don't agree with a lot of Biden's policies. I don't think Kamala speaks any better, and she's much younger. I can't ever make sense out of what she says half the time when she repeats herself over and over again. But Gavin Newsom, well, I may not agree with him all the time. He can, he presents well. He can talk. I'm not saying I vote for him. I'm just saying he presents where, you've got an imagery. Biden, he's missed these steps. He needs to finish his term, and we need to bring it to a soft landing and move on. Let the population do its vote in whoever's running.
All right, Frank, we want to thank you all for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. We appreciate your time and your perspectives tonight.